What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, Grieves' latest album called Winter and the Wolves. Alright, I've talked about Grieves before on my channel. I reviewed his last album, which was called Together Apart. I believe it was one of the top 25 albums of 2011 or 12, I forget. Well, top 25 for me on my channel. Thought that was a dope album, and Grieves is back with Winter and the Wolves. I'll save you the whole spiel of the history. Go look up my Together Apart review and just get right into it. He's an MC from Seattle. You should know at least that much. First off, love the artwork. It's cool because it's a gatefold type thing. So it's just him alone in what looks like a fucking Alaskan environment. You open it up and the wolves show up. The wolves are surrounding him, and you know, got the CD in there and got a little house over here, and it kind of reminds me of that Liam Neeson movie. I think it's called The Gray, I believe it's called, where he's stuck out in the wild, in the wilderness, and it's snowing and shit, and he's fighting fucking wolves and shit. But yeah, that's what I get from the artwork. I hope he was going for that. I hope I was right. But anyway, I'll get right into this shit. This is another one in the slew of reviews that I gotta give y'all because I was slacking for a minute. Shout out to Dave Fat Buds, by the way. I'm trying to get these out to you. Production on this album is handled mostly by Grieves himself, a dude named B. Lewis, and there's a dude named Sapient who does one track on here, track 9, called Recluse. So most of this is handled by Grieves and B. Lewis co-producing on this. Features on this album, you have B. Lewis and Slug. That's it. B. Lewis appearing on 2 songs, and he's basically harmonizing or singing, and Slug is on 1 track called Astronauts. And I'll get into this shit real quick. Pros of the album: Grieves, like I said before in the first review, he's full of content. He doesn't really write songs that are meaningless, at least in my opinion. For example, he has track 2, Woe Is Me, which he's talking about basically him having the blues and him talking about some of the bad shit he has to deal with in life. Track 3, Over You, is like the title implies. He's talking about some dumb fucking whore that he probably dealt with, and he's asking himself, what the fuck, why the fuck was I attracted to you in the first place? Track 4, Serpents, I believe that's about backstabbing motherfuckers, so correct me if I'm wrong about that shit. Let me see what else I could talk about real quick. Track 11 is Long One, and I believe that he's talking about his disdain for 9-to-5 jobs, or just working the daily grind, which a lot of people could relate to. So like I'm saying, he got a lot of content on here that does not lack on the album. I like the fact that he mixes in some singing too in his flow. It's not too soft, if you know what I mean, but it's just right. It's soulful, it's kind of eerie at the same time. and you get the wintry feel with his voice. For some reason, when I hear him sing and I just look at this, I get that feeling. That's just me. I don't know, it sounds corny, but whatever. Fuck you if you think it is. 14 tracks on here, decent time frame. Cons of the album, I would say production. Even though it is consistent, this album started out very dope for me. With Rain Damage, track 1, the beat on that was hard as shit. And I know Grieves isn't really a hardcore MC like that, but when that track came on, I was like nodding my head, and then the rest of the album kind of like went at a slower pace. So I mean, I know Grieves is kind of like that. I just wish I didn't get teased like that at the beginning. That's what pisses me off. But the album's a good listen anyway. I would give this album as a rating maybe in between a 7 and 8. I think it's very solid. Grieves don't disappoint lyrically. Like I said, check this shit out. Shout out to Rhyme Sayers. Oh, by the way, a pro, I'm sorry, Slug was on here and Slug went off. Slug was dope on this shit. That's a pro, by the way. And shout out to Rhyme Sayers, shout out to Slug, shout out to Brother Ali. Oh, there we go again. One thing about this album is you can tell that he's very influenced by Slug and Brother Ali flow-wise and vocally. You can hear it, especially Brother Ali. I always knew that he was sort of influenced by Slug, but listening to him on this album, I sort of hear Brother Ali. You know, they are label mates, so I sort of hear that more in his vocal tones and patterns. So not that that's a bad thing, because he is different than Brother Ali, but just figured I'd throw that in there. Now, shout out to Rhyme Sayers, shout out to Slug, shout out to Ant. I'm looking forward to what's that album? Southsiders. That's a new album that's coming out from Atmosphere. But check this shit out, all right? Winter and the Wolves. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, all right? Peace, bitches.